Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Big Dog Streaming, live from Slim Jim's in Daventry. Here we have the Players' Championship final between Callum Singleton and Enrico Forgione. Just about to start our race to 12. Joining us in the commentary box, Rob James from Northampton and Anthony Mason from Daventry.
Hello.
So, what's our predictions then, lads?
We're both kind of very similar, around the 12-8, 12-9 mark for Callum.
Yeah, I can see where that's going to find. It likes a long race, doesn't it, Callum?
Yeah, I think definitely be near 12-8 for me.
I think this match is going to depend on Rico's braking, because his brake isn't consistent, but his match play is incredible, so his brake doesn't always have to work. Once he's given a chance, he does punish you. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So Rico broke first, and he's got first chance.
I think reds are the colours here, I think.
It's brilliant that so many people have turned up to come and watch such a great final, and I think there's a few more to come, because Rico's family's coming up. They'll probably be here a little bit later on once they've finished work. But it's good to see. Club's absolutely buzzing, and there's some league matches going on as well on the other tables.
Yeah, it's good to see. It's the best I've seen around here, to be fair. Set up and people coming in. Fair play to James and the club. Just run the white a little bit too far there, though, I think.
I think for the first few frames, Rob, you'll probably see they'll both probably run out of position a little bit, because the table's been ironed a few times, and not only that, the ball cleaner that James has is just incredible. It's like ice. After a couple of frames, it does dirty up a little, which makes it a little bit easier, but it will still run well.
Yeah, I know. Me and Callum, I think we played quarterfinals. We both struggled like that, and he actually said on the way home, he said it was just the way the balls are clean, and it's just hard to get used to.
Yeah.
Saying that, he did a job on me, as he would.
I heard you had your chances. I think you was ahead to start with, weren't you?
I was 8-2 up, I was.
Oh dear. But that can happen though. You know who you're playing against. You know each other very well, so...
Yeah. I just wanted to get a lift home with him, to be honest.
So, can Callum punish Rico's mistake?
I think he will.
Cheers, Scott. I think, sorry Joe, I think that yellow goes into the middle.
Yeah, I think it does, yeah. You might take it now. It's on it perfect. Oh,
we didn't hit that very well.
Yeah, no, that wasn't one of his best shots. But like you said, his reaction will be a bit different, won't it?
It will for the first few frames.
I think he might try and come off the side cushion here now and put the yellow behind that red. No?
No, he's being left-handed, it's an easy reach.
Oh, right, yeah.
For me and you, yeah, definitely.
That's a great shot. Oh, it's gone a bit too far. How many viewers have we got? We've got many?
We've got 13 on Facebook, and we're also live on YouTube. I'm not sure at the moment. I'll get back to you on that.
If anybody's watching on YouTube or Facebook, get sharing, share it across the board. Let's get as many people watching, because everybody who loves Paul will knows these two one way or another. Callum makes a little error there.
Big pocket for the black now as well at the end.
Mm-hmm. So what would you do here, Rob? Would you move that reg first?
Well, these rules you play on it now, can't you? Just leave the plant. I would, but see, just like that. But you don't want to get a big bounce on it. See,
You can waste a shot now, can't you, though?
yeah, you could do. Don't think you will yet, though. I think you might just try and come across, back across. A bit of running right side. See, now we can just play it now. If it goes in, it goes in. If don't, it stays over the back.
Yeah.
I think he's always got that added bonus with that black now. He's just got a massive pocket. Spotted the red, innit? Oh, cool, he didn't want that.
Lucky boy.
Very lucky. Very, very lucky. If that red had dropped, he could have been in trouble. Doesn't want to be straight on this, though.
No, it'll bounce. It's running quick. Yeah, see? See, while it's skidding, I think you want to screw this more than stun it. I think with a dirty table, you'd stun this. Oh, okay, so I reckon this is going to skid.
Yeah, black flies in.
Should be 1-0 to Rico. Yeah.
And the crowd go wild.
I think that was a bit of a nervy start for them both, so we'll see what Callum does with his break. Massive.
Absolutely cream there.
Yeah, absolutely massive. Yellow's one side, bar the one, and red's on the other.
I think if you can get through to the red over the pocket on the right hand side, this could be one each.
Oh, here comes Slim Jim's owner, James. Did you want to say hello, James?
Huh?
Did you want to say hello? They were a bit nervous. I think Rico was a little bit nervous, but I think that was settled him. But that was a mammoth break from Callum there. Just all about making sure now.
It's just doing that extra little bit of a roll, isn't it?
James got a bit nervous. I think he didn't want to come on the commentary. Try again later when he's had a pint.
So a pie.
No, that'd be us too.
Where's he going to put the
I'm
black?
saying
Where's the
nothing.
black going to go, Mason? Where the last red goes, or?
Yeah, I think so. Because it don't.
Well, it doesn't go on the right hand side, at the left hand side,
I
three
don't think
pockets.
I don't think it does, but.
No, it doesn't. Oh. What's he going to do here? The angle looks like he could screw straight back to the yellow.
Yeah.
Straight into the yellow. Let's have a look. I don't think it goes to the middle, but he's got a better view than me.
See, when you look at the table, it does look like it passes, but on our screen, it doesn't look like it's got no chance. Yeah, what you said. That's a great shot.
I was a good coach for Callum in his years, in his younger years.
When you were both 10, was that? What's the difference in age between you two, anyway?
Oh, we're Good, nearly 10 years probably. I don't know what he is. He must be. Well, he's under 21s when he was a few years
Well,
ago. So
he's
he's got to be about 25. So he's about 4 years older than me.
Oh, Pinocchio.
I'd say it's probably about 6 or 7 years difference.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, let's see if Enrico now can respond. Like you say, it's all about the break, isn't it? This standard. Oh, it's dry.
Wow.
Wow. And he's got
This is what I was saying.
yellow to
before.
the middle now as well.
Yeah. This is what I was saying before. Rico does do a lot of dry breaks here at Slims. He
Yeah.
says he breaks really well away from here, but I don't know. I'm unsure on that one.
You think he's done in Porkies as well?
Yeah. He can't be that consistent and not getting the ball down in Slims and then thinking he can do it everywhere. You know, I think.
It's all these tournaments he plays on the blue cloth.
To be fair, Callum's probably had his best break of the match, to be fair, that first frame. I don't think you're going to get much better than that. He looks in the mood tonight, to be fair.
He's got a point to prove because pretty
Yeah.
much everybody
Well,
here is
to be-
rooting
to
for
be-
Rico. So
To be fair, like, I don't know, he's got a point to prove. We all know how good he is. He's not just one of he's not just the best in Northampton. He's one of the best around.
he's
And
what
it's
top
without a doubt. And
top 10, top 16 in the country, easy.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
I was talking to him on the way down here today. How he's not in the England squad is beyond me.
He will be. He knows how tough it is from going from youth to men's, doesn't he? You know, he'll be there, and once he's there, he won't be coming out until he retires.
Okay, we've got a few people on the chat.
Yeah.
Graham Clark says evening all.
Clarky.
Jamie Mantle, where's the delusional commentary at? Stuart Bond.
Oh, that's a bad one.
Stuart Bond says Rob John Virgo James in the house.
Good old Bondi. See you again, mate.
And Colin Cooper.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? These-
Commentators haven't got a clue. Standard Coops.
Surprised me he didn't miss. Surprised me he hit the fucking send button. Usually misses everything else.
We.
Did.
Right, just been on a bit of a sharing spree.
Yeah, if you do it, just share the page. I don't know how to do it, but just share it.
Like the page and share. Subscribe to the YouTube channel as well.
Subscribe to the big dog.
Woof. Quite a few people watching.
Yes.
Cooper, you're a bad man.
What's he saying now?
He said he did miss it, but you gave it to him. Steve Rose in chat now. John Illingworth, thanks very much, mate. Appreciate the comment. Could be your eyes, Dean, I think. It's, if I raise it up anymore, I'm getting a bit of a shine, a reflection of the light on the cloth, so
Shot. What a shot.
that's where it is.
Oh, what
Oh, a
a
bit of a fluke
shot.
there, you just apologise there.
That's another one from the old one I'll tell him.
Yeah, it's definitely Dean Rogers' eyes. I watched him do his FedEx yesterday. Oh, wow. That guy used to be a champion. So, Rico's in a bit of trouble here because a bit of fortune there for Callum. See if he can play safe really, see if he can get one back.
if he aims it near the red near the pocket, yeah. Oh, don't slide by. Oh, he has
He
slide by.
has, he
Oh
has.
my god.
That's what I was talking about the clean balls. You got to allow for the slide. That probably would have been plumb 5 frames time.
Oh, I thought it looked good, to be fair. Oh my god, must have been a foul snooker as well. Didn't look like that on the screen, but did it?
No, not at all.
Didn't look nowhere near a foul snooker. Unless he thinks he's playing black ball rules.
He plays them a lot, and yet he don't even like them.
What rubbish rules they are.
For such a good player, he don't like playing attacking rules, does he?
Oh, I think he just play. Oh, I think he just loves his pool, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Play any rules. He was taught by the good one, wasn't he, old Stacey Vine? He'll probably be snoring as we speak. You used the 2 on the black now. What do you do? Just double it across, or do you just go to cut it in the
Just
middle?
drop it in. Just drop it in. I reckon the red's stopping the white going anywhere.
Yeah, he's still got 2 though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Could he just double the black across? Just to be 100% sure? Or do you just go all out for
I
the top?
don't know. I don't know if you'd need to. If you were going to set it up, just play it off one cushion and leave it for the same middle, maybe.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean any of them. He's just going all out for it. Yeah,
Yeah,
well done. Yeah,
that's-
good finish. Enrico thinks it's his break.
That's twice now. Rico's not paying attention.
So,
So 2-1 Callum.
I won't want to be breaking if I'm dry raking.
Come on, guys, keep sharing, keep liking. Let's get as many people watching.
Look at this break. That needs to travel though. Get past the black. Oh my god.
Oh, wow. How unlucky is that? How unlucky is that?
The problem is he's potted the red as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Harsh. Very, very harsh.
what'd you do, Mace?
Cry.
Should have let Enrico break.
Yeah. Anyone fancy a re-rack? I think you've still nominate reds. Maybe try and get that red in the middle that's next to the yellow.
Yeah.
Or playing safe. If you'd nominated reds and played safe, I just don't know where you can play. I don't think you got the angle to get that top red.
After 6 to 8, what's he nominated? Did we hear it?
I don't think
I think he's.
he must have nominated reds.
Yeah, must have. Well, that means he is reds though, doesn't it, in these rules?
Yes.
I think that's unlucky and all. I think he's left him on his awkward yellow really as well. Oh.
Right. Oh. Then again,
So he
I
goes
wonder
to
if
the-
that
he
yellow
to
goes into the middle.
It goes in the middle, yeah.
So it's actually a bit lucky there.
Yeah, flies in the middle. I say in this game, this sort of standard, it's all to do with the break, innit? Really, the break's massive.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Unless you're playing you, of course.
Nice.
Sorry, that's my one dig of the day. I'm joking. Could have said Scott McMillan unit 20 chances. Oh, he's just heard. He's back on.
Good evening, viewers. Is it time to sack
Oh,
the
what's he done
commentators
there?
yet?
Oh,
Another poor shot.
snooker.
You didn't put the cue through that.
Little movement, good shot.
Yeah, all Callum's got to do here now is he's just got to hit a red, isn't he, really? Any of them 3 reds at the top, everything's covered, isn't it? You just leave it the yellow, the double.
Yeah.
You just take the double on. thing is though, like you said, Mason, if you ain't used to these tables, these angles are hard.
Yeah, these tables do play difficult. Even though
What difference does he use then when it to clean the balls? Has he got some sort of?
it's an American Buffalo ball cleaner, so where you got the Aramith normally.
Yeah, okay.
So I think it's a little bit more oilier.
Okay.
So it's
It's a good shot.
it just slides.
Yeah.
So James does love a shiny ball, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has. He's played a shot. He has left him. I think he's left him plumb on the double though. That's the problem. Oh, I think it's gone too
I
He's
far.
think-
gone a
I
bit
think-
far there.
I was going to say, I don't think he's happy with that, is he?
No.
What you're saying, they do slide in, don't they? They just you just got to touch them. It's a good crowd though to watch it.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised when he was going to shut the other table off and put tables there, but
Especially
it
with
seems to be a nice little sort of like the bear pit sort of crowded,
it's not bad. See, when it
enclosed.
started at 6 o'clock, you know they're all out, and I'd say there's a good what?
They drink all day in Dav, mate.
Oh really?
It's gyro day.
Well, yeah, we've just been in the Weatherspoons. It was £4.50 for 2 pints.
Get in.
So yeah, we were just going to move a pool table down there, but I don't
Yeah.
think James would have let us.
Uh,
No, it's a good 30 people here watching.
Yeah.
It's good.
how did you get it down here, Rob? Did you
I walked.
not from spoons,
No, I come with the man himself.
Joey.
Joe was in the back seat. He was asleep.
Joey asleep, was he?
He'd had 1 pint.
There's no room in the back seat, skewer in the front.
Don't know what he's saying.
I think he said because I was sat in the front, he couldn't see anything.
Oh, is it going to be straight? Is it be straight? Yeah. Everyone's watching. See if there's a rollout.
Give it time.
I take it he would have levelled it all before tonight, wouldn't he? We'd had it all spot on.
Ah, mate.
They don't. Yeah, they're not too bad. It's normally when they're a little bit filthy, they do.
Got a bit of dirt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're such fine cloth. Uses precision, Hainsworth precision, so it's the quickest cloth.
He's got precision on all 6.
No,
Oh,
one,
I
to,
didn't
one, to
think it-
1 to 4 is precision, and 5 and 6 is match. But most clubs go with the match.
Yeah, I can see sort of maybe it's a bit harder wearing than the precision, I
Yeah.
suppose. Cost effective.
If they're looked after, you can make them as quick as the precision, but James likes to be different, so he wants to be the best, doesn't he?
Controversial, that is.
He does though. He wants the best.
He's
to
very
be the
proud.
best.
He's very
Yes.
proud of his tables.
Oh
so,
God, yes.
so he should be.
They are very consistent.
Yeah, you go to, I don't know, anywhere else that's got several tables. They change from table to table, don't they?
Yes. Okay, he's played a deliberate foul there, so
Yeah, can he get through to this red?
it's got to be close.
Because that plant does go.
He must do, because he's looking at that, isn't he?
Apparently it's your round, Robbie.
I know I'm round. Nothing wrong with your eyesight, son.
Thanks, mate.
It's a bit unlucky there for Callum.
Oh, Joey, get some in the Weatherspoons, and when it comes to the club, it's more round.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get him in the bar. I won't get him in the club.
We're just playing
That-
snooker again here, do you think?
I don't know if that plant's down there or not.
It does plant, because you looked at it earlier, but he won't go for it now.
No.
We're just tuck up here now.
Yeah, that's something he learned from Stacey, ain't it? He doesn't have to go for it.
It's a clever shot what he's done here. He's left the yellow next to the red, just full on. So he's not totaled. I don't know what he'd do here, to be honest.
Well, I think
One
try and
cushion.
cover that pocket, I think.
One cushion. Yeah. Watch it slide.
Oh, he's gone past it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The slide. It's gone.
It's not a bad shot, though. Still sees the one in the corner. Might help the plant, actually. Don't know. No.
these sort of games, though, Callum's so
Here
tactical.
we go. Here comes the Rico family.
Yep.
There's three of them.
Have we got chips in? Well, look behind the bar. James has shaved his beard off. Oh no, there he is. Old, what's that dart player called? Looks like him.
Who's that?
Aaron.
Who?
Aaron.
No, not him. The dart player. That looks like James. Can't think of his name. He's not miserable. So and so.
James Wade.
Is it James Wade?
Who are we on about? James the...
McIntyre.
Yeah, James Wade.
Right. I wouldn't know. Obviously. Anyway, back to the game.
Oh, but that or Mark Webster.
Webster. I think Webster actually.
It's not a bad shot, is it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. You see how good the table is?
What is it? Does it double?
I was going to say he played that quite well, didn't he? So
I didn't think it doubled, but it may do.
double or treble.
I think more treble than double, right? Who's the red to stop, perhaps? No.
That's unlucky. Not easy.
Not
It's
unlucky. I think he might be covering this. No,
It's not easy. Wasn't a natural. And with the yellow going safe as well, that makes the clearance a little bit easier for Callum once he pots this one.
Do you know what, Mason? I fancy you used to get these.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
Oh,
Hello.
Callum didn't fancy it. So there you go. See, there's a good plus thing for you there, Mason. I fancied you for them. See, that was me. I would have been going for that all day long.
That's why we're sat here.
Yeah. No, I'd
What are
leave
you
it.
reffing at? What are you laughing at even? You're a ref.
Yeah, I've been in more finals than you have.
And still not won.
At least he sees the Sunday on the tour.
Yeah. Hang on a minute. How many finals down here have you won?
A few.
A few?
Yeah.
There's
They might
loads.
not have all been Slim's events, but
He's got loads. It's always on Facebook.
How many majors?
3, 4.
Yeah.
Why? How many have you got? Did that just keep you quiet there?
2. I thought you didn't have many. Oh no, you got the league, didn't you? What else have you won apart from the league? Oh yeah, Black Ball League as well. Yeah.
Double a limb.
Listen,
Oh, yeah.
he beat the one and only.
Yeah. I won
He
that.
beat the one and only Tony Draynor last week. Let's give him some credit for that.
The
Smashed him.
Living legend.
Smashed him.
He went back to his hotel room and smashed himself in the face. Can't believe I got beat by Mason.
There's me happy to commentate for you.
You're getting absolutely
I'm only
hammered, ain't
joking. I'm only
you? I
joking.
know. 3 frames in, we've got loads more to
Yeah,
go.
not joking. I'm not joking, really.
That's a great shot, that is. That is an absolute beautiful shot.
Whispering Rob James.
What's that?
Whispering Rob James.
Absolutely beautiful.
Lovely.
Fantastic. That's a
Wow.
good shot.
It was a good shot. I would never have took that.
Should be 3-1. Well,
who-
it is going to be 3-1.
There we go. And
So what are these that have just come in and say Enrico's family? What is it? All the brothers, are they?
Brothers and cousins, I think.
Oh, okay.
One's definitely brother.
We're a bit outnumbered tonight, and we'll have to stay quiet.
yeah. As Mazzy Tash would say, that was unbelievable.
I think.
Unbelievable.
I think brother,
I'm
brother,
gonna get a
cousin.
drink. I'm gonna get a drink.
Okay,
Don't rush back.
so
No.
looks like Rico's gone for quick.
Rico's just left the building in a sec, just to go and freshen up.
Yeah, we'll just have a word from our sponsors. Stratton's Plumbing and Heating. Best plumbing and heating firm in the area. Skycam Productions. Dean Bloomfield. Organic wax melts for all your wax melt needs.
You should have thought that through.
Yeah. Big Ben Taylor Fuente. Poolref.com for all your refereeing
So just
and the racker.
a quick one then. Explain the racker. Why that triangle? Why is it so good? Why is it all of a sudden so popular?
Well, the big plus to me is the fact that I get a lot less. Well, there's a lot less concern over having the tilted racks. Because that's a big thing, especially like people at Cup Break, like Martin Bourne and stuff. They're big on like, tilted racks. You'll notice them every time they're looking down the line.
Yeah.
And it's just something less to worry about because it's got the roller on the back that's got the length or the width of it rather. You can just start from the back cushion, just push straight up, and you're 90% sure that you're there. You're on a
Okay.
no tilt. And they're being slightly oversized as well. It's quite easy to get a nice tight rack with it as well.
I do find it's a decent fit for the balls. There's not
Yeah.
much room, so
No, it's not too big.
mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? It's we did have one we trialled earlier in the year, but I believe it was for it might have been a snooker set, a snooker trial. It was just too big. He was just trying to move the balls, and they were just moving everywhere. But that was just like it was a trial thing. It was just development.
Just for you guys that are wondering why Scott's quite pleased with the racker is because he is a very, very high-end referee. He absolutely loves it, and he's always trying to improve for himself and what he can do as a referee. So when it comes to stuff like that, he's quite particular. That's why
Geeky, to think. Yeah, well, thanks for saying that. But it's it is one of those things. It's, with it being a lot of TV exposure now, it's in my head the players pay a lot of money, so they deserve the best. If it takes.
Oh, sorry, Scott. He's just missed an easy one in Rico's book. To be fair. Sorry, Scott. Sorry.
Can't believe that. Yeah. I just in my head it's to get the rack perfect takes as long as it takes, but with our tight TV schedules, especially on the Pro Tour, people don't want to not sit and watch me racking a ball up for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a job to get a sort of decent balance between the two. But like I say, it's in my head it's a no-brainer. The players pay a lot of money, so they deserve the perfect conditions, in my view.
What do you think to then a shark rack? Do you think that kind of spoils the game a little because it makes it too open? It's all about attacking because they just break so incredibly.
Well, yeah, it's probably the best rack for getting them tight.
Yeah, it's a guarantee, isn't it?
Yeah.
Them all touching.
So it's you probably got to say it's the best, but the after effects of the shark rack, like having it on the table, having to remove it, sometimes having to mark several balls, it's that will be slowing down. That wouldn't be great for TV,
Mm-hmm.
in my view. So it's like the other rack. You have to have a bit of a balance. They're trying to, like, where the Pro Tour is concerned, like the IPA Tour, we're trying to produce a show at the end of the day. We're trying to be entertaining.
Mhm.
Having, like I say before, having a shot at the back of my head, trying to rack a set of balls up for 10 minutes is not a ratings puller. A shot at me anywhere is not a ratings puller, to be fair. You see what I'm trying to say? It's like
Yeah.
trying to get the best for the players because that's what they deserve. Well, most of them anyway. I didn't mean it, players. I didn't mean it, pros.
So that's a nice little shot.
Yeah,
Just got to drop this in now.
I'm right behind this shot, boys. I'll tell you when it's in straight away.
Straight
You
away.
keep leaning that way, and it definitely will go in.
Oh, he's back. He's back. Is it in, Robbie?
No.
You didn't help it enough, did you?
Right, let's have a look at the chat. See who we've got on.
Been the same old.
Probably more
Shadows.
rubbish from Coops.
Right. Yeah, so there's been quite a few chat running behind. Talk amongst yourselves. So Dean Rogers has asked if it's a time match. No, we've got no shot clock.
No. Wish there was, with this being world rules.
Yeah. Tony Stewart, his prediction is 12-6 Callum.
Yeah, let's have a few. Let's have a few more predictions.
Yeah. Everybody that's watching, just stick your prediction in the Facebook chat. See what the consensus is. I think it's
It was when I last looked. it was
everybody's saying Callum's winning so far. I think.
72%, I think, when I last looked.
Dean Rogers says Masons looks forward to the break. He normally has 3 burgers. It's just uncalled for. Personal insults. Don't like them.
Who was that? Who said that?
Dean Rogers.
He isn't much smaller himself.
Johnny
Oh, sorry, that's just his nose.
Oh, feisty this one. So John Illingworth says, I think if Rico pots all the yellows, he'll win the frame. John Illingworth, sports physicist, MBE.
Typical John.
Dean Rogers says we should speak to John about his aiming system. I think that's a private Dav joke. I don't think we'll go into that.
It's that,
Yeah, I know what it is. That's why I don't want to go into it.
That must have been touching ball.
I've seen the pictures.
Yeah, no, they are, give the crowd a due again. They're giving Callum respect, aren't they? There's no shouting or bantering or anything.
No,
no, they won't.
We'll give them that.
They won't.
we'll give it to Callum.
I think that's why. I think that's why I've come on the commentary. To be fair.
Graham Clark says, what were the odds on this game, Rob?
Well, I've laid one little bet actually. I laid a little bet at 6-4 on Enrico.
Is that a little bet or was it
There's a few,
a big silly bet?
Can't say no names because you don't know if they're allowed to know the gamble. But no, we've laid one bet at 6-4. There's a few hundred on it, but to be fair, I was never going to take any bets on Callum. But yeah, I'll just do it for a bit of interest. Just
Like a busman's holiday, mate. Paul James, out smelly ass himself, says he loves a tight rack.
Who said that?
Paul James.
To who, me?
Just to everybody,
I
I
was
think.
going to say. Keep it in the James family.
Any relation?
Who was left that?
Wow. Wow, that was a loose shot, wasn't it?
Bondi says 12-5 to Callum. Glenn Whitmore 12-8. I think somebody here said 12-8, didn't it?
Yeah, we both tipped him 12-8.
Well, I'm going to go 12-7 just to be different.
You're definitely different.
Oh, yes. Actually, after seeing what I was saying, I'm going to go 12-5.
Oh, you really not giving Rico much of a sniff here?
That's a change
And
of
the
mind,
crowd goes
12-6. And the crowd goes wild. Woo! No, I think he's Callum's out to prove something after the Premier League. Was it the Premier League final?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, sorry to bring that up, mate.
I have
Yeah.
Is that someone else you lost?
I have to disagree, boys.
Semi-final, thank you. I didn't get to the final to lose that.
It's fair play to you, mate. Fair play to you.
I have to disagree, boys. I
What's
don't
that?
think he's got to prove anything.
Who?
Callum.
No. What I'm saying is,
Revenge. Revenge is probably the word we
yes,
should be using.
that's what I'm saying. He wants to beat it.
Hang on,
There's
hang
nothing
on.
to prove. He's done it all.
Hang on. You got to remember, Callum doesn't need the revenge because he does take Rico out a fair bit away from Slim, doesn't he?
Yeah,
you look at results. Callum has his number away from here. It's here that where Rico
Yeah.
has his opportunities.
that's what I meant. I didn't mean he's.
I was just saying, this
He's like a multiple tournament winner,
He's the best around.
World Master winner, under 23 world champion, under 18
Couple more years.
finalist. Yeah, he's not too bad.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Everyone here that's not supporting Callum just spurs Callum on. That's what people forget. These guys here in Dav, they don't get to see players like this. They're all used to themselves. They are.
They see him even less now. He's been banned from a couple of
It
tournaments.
should have been a pay-per-view.
No, I mean
We would have got him free with the commentary.
They've not. I don't think they quite understand how much they're supporting Rico spurs Callum on. He's one of them that will go.
Yeah,
I don't have to have anybody in the crowd to smash my opponent up.
No.
I don't need.
But he's too professional. He's too professional to worry, like you say.
Yeah.
To worry about that. There's a few,
He's been around the block too many
few
times.
players
hasn't
let
he?
it get to him, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
But that you don't get as far as and achieve what Callum's done to in the game to worry about crowd. This looks good.
Oh, it's just come out a little
Just
bit.
turned
there.
a tad. It went back in though, didn't it?
Should have stood
Yeah.
over there, shouldn't I?
Table's playing good tonight, I think. Looks
Yeah,
alright,
yeah.
Mason's going to say that he gets 3 tables.
I wish.
Bet he don't.
I bet I don't.
It's about a few more waters before he gets a free table.
I do get ice as well, I do. Make it
Oh,
worth.
don't have the ice. You get Deli Belly. It's gone.
it's
Did he want
dropped.
that in? I don't know.
I think. Sorry. He's got one. A few awkward ones. That's a good shot. Played that well. Now, does he want to pot this yellow or does he want to cover the bag, Mason?
I was just gonna say, there's that same. Is he gonna go full blooded or?
No, cover the bag.
Yeah, cover the bag. Oh, it hasn't. Oh dear.
The Neva.
See,
It's the pace, isn't
what were we in? 6th frame.
it? Should they be used to this table now, Mason? 5 frames in?
Do you know what? I'll say yes, but at the same time, they've both been a bit hit and miss at the minute. I think they're both worried what each other can do. So maybe they're still not quite used to the conditions. Whereas if they were both flown, then yeah, you don't say yeah all day. They've done it, a frame each.
Yeah.
But
So Scott, this you've got set up here. Have you got all the stats and stuff like that? So how many breaking dishes we've had and all that?
No.
Or not? No.
No, that'll be my next step. It's
Oh, okay. Well, I can count that in a minute. There's only one.
one. No. But disappointing. I've had to resort to. That's a bit of a bad thing to say, really. Q Score's very popular and a brilliant company, but I've had to go back to a Q Score scoreboard tonight because my scoreboard software isn't working, unfortunately. So
average.
the normal scoreboard I'd have, unfortunately, I couldn't have. What do you mean average?
You're a newbie, aren't
I
you?
certainly am.
So takes
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Had a lot of help from a lot of people, I must admit. Clive Bentley, from
Clive, what a legend.
Clive Bentley, Clive Stream, Andy Johnson, Berkshire Pool TV.
What about us
A little
two
bit
tonight?
help from Sam Jones, Yorkshire
Yeah.
Project. Give me a few.
Another good one.
And then there's obviously the unsung heroes of the commentators that help me out and make it what it is.
You're welcome.
That's how we
Thank
get.
you
That's
very
how we
much.
get in the 18.
You might.
Yeah. Not just that.
You should have got Coops to come down as well. Then he could do with a bit of help to keep him spotting the team.
Oh God!
To be fair, we've
Oh
been,
no! Let's get that chat on.
been flying since the cruise.
He's all right.
What's that? He goes away. We win the next 2 matches
We ju-
comfortably as well.
Oh, let's not go
he'll
there.
he'll be.
Let's not go there.
Listen here, let me tell you, he'll be ready for that next match. We've got a few practice sessions coming in now in the next few weeks.
You smashed him,
Oh, he smashes me in practice. To be fair,
does he?
yeah.
You playing at his?
So how's
No, we just go
the
to Romany, so
Okay.
we go. We start practicing again in about 2 weeks' time.
how's the
Ready for the Cyprus trip.
I was
Are
just
you-
going
are
to
you-
ask you, how's the preparations going for Cyprus?
How's the what?
How's the preparations going
It's
for
not.
Cyprus?
It's not started yet. We like I said, I've had a few trips away these last 2 months and spent some time with the boy Charlie in the holidays.
Yeah,
Been away
Got to
with
be done.
was away with the missus and the kids. So we always start about 6 weeks before we start. So we go on the 9th of November. So gives us. I think we've got about 4, 5, 6 sessions booked in. So we'll just go at the Romany and he'll sort us out 3 tables for the things which we appreciate. And we just have first to 21s. Like I say, he smashes me to be honest.
Do you not practice the format that you'd be playing with your team?
You can't. What with the actual team?
Or if you played in a singles event,
That's a good point.
wouldn't you practice them formats?
So when you're away in the singles, it's not great, to be fair. It's just best of 9s. So
you could do, sets, first to 5 sets.
Yeah, we can do. Or thing is, it's one of them. You can as long as you're getting some sort of practice. For me, to be honest, I think just to get your Q and R in, I think that helps. Well, it does me anyway.
Because you're not really one for practicing, are you? You don't do it a lot.
I don't anymore. I used to because, life in general and work and everything takes over, doesn't it? Yourself. So, we can't all just sit at home every day like Coops does. You know what I mean? And has a cup of tea on his pool table. So, but no, we're looking forward to it this year. We missed one last year because they didn't do a Nations Cup. So, it is a good. It's a good thing. We're all, we all get away, and I've got, families coming over again to support me. So, if I don't know if they're here watching, if anyone wasn't watching tonight, but appreciate it and thank you very much. But to say be bigging up Coops and have a joke and stuff he has done a lot for me. Taking me to the trials and stuff like that. So I probably wouldn't have been where I was today without him, to be honest.
Oh yeah,
So a big thank you to him, and obviously with the county support, but. I know it's not going to last too long because, it's one of them where, I'm not saying you get bored of it, but it's more of until you're not good enough, then that's it. Do you get what I mean?
Wow.
And that's
sorry, Rob, but did you see that miss?
Yeah, I did see it.
That's 2 now. That's
Yeah.
surprising.
Yeah. We won't have too many of that,
But-
or we'll be having an early night.
That's not bad for Callum because he's going to Yarmouth
Yeah,
after this,
I know,
isn't he?
Yeah. So,
But
yeah.
you're right with Coops. We always have niggles, banters. We do get along whatever way, but he does do a lot. He does try
He does.
to get you motivated, even in his
Yeah,
own way.
100%,
He loves
100%,
it. He absolutely loves it.
And that's what he's like. And like I say, coming to the next county, I have no doubt he'll be there and he'll
Of
be
course.
straight in and he'll do the business. Well, he'll do the business and win his 1 out of 4 as usual.
Ooh.
Okay, well, we've had some more predictions in.
Oh.
Graham Clark has gone 12-10 Rico.
Wow.
Oh, hello. Okay.
Clarky, if you want to bet on that, mate, come and message me on Facebook. I'll sort you out.
Riley Marklew. Is that a Dav lad?
Young Riley,
Riley. Any confidence I had going into the Black Ball League against these two has been depleted very quickly. Yeah,
Well, you've paid your 50 quid, mate. So
yeah, they're two of the best, mate.
Have a look at the competitions he's not allowed in, so you'll be alright.
Yeah, this isn't one of them, unfortunately.
by the way, I understand why he's done that, but
100%.
I said
100%.
just let him in all of them because I think I'm one of few people in Daventry that are happy to have him and everything.
Yeah.
Listen, I agree. I think you've got to keep your regulars and
Yeah,
your,
of course
your
you are.
locals happy.
100%.
You know, it's the same with anything. You know, Stacey come over here for years, didn't he? So
And he was
Yeah.
never kicked out.
No, nobody kicked him out.
yeah, but that's the thing, But
And people are going to
Thing
start
is-
to question how can Rico start planning everything when he wins 1 in 2.
Apparently, it's because he's a junior.
See, that's
It's a ridiculous comment, isn't it?
it is a ridiculous
That's
comment.
what's up. He's allowed to play because he's a junior.
so how old is Enrico?
17.
Yeah, why's he got a pint on the side? Oh no, sorry, pot of orange juice.
And vodka.
Yeah.
That comment just seems ridiculous to me. He's like,
What's that?
well, I think the argument is there's people coming over here just for competition, just to win money. I thought that was the point of competition, to be fair, but
It is, but it is.
You've got to remember, there's no when we come here, other than I think the odd event, the big event. There's no trophy anyway. You're playing for the money and for your name on the famous Hall of Fame wall as you come into the club. That is your trophy status, being on that wall. So
Yeah.
you are actually playing for the money. That's
exactly.
But
then-
but without thinking about, look, I don't know. I've never seen many finals down here. Do they get this busy if Callum wasn't here as well? Or
Depending.
No.
so that's what I'm saying. But having a guy of Callum's ability here, I'm sure it's going to bring a few crowd in.
I think
Brings the money into the club, and I'm sure James is
it's not
happy.
it's not just Callum that the argument's about. You see, there's the likes of Wayne. That's about it, really. But
yeah.
And then Rico's obviously creeped in there. I mean, if once he turns 18, okay, then are you going to say, well, he's an adult now?
That's a good shot.
well, it's not me that made the comment.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I know. You're
So
sort of
what-
asking a question.
You run a lot of tournaments, Scotty. But if you was the owner of this club and you've been doing it for years and years, what would your thing have been? Would you let anybody play in it? Would you want all these players to come into your club
I'd let him play in it,
in
um,
everything?
in everything. But then, if I had a lot of competitions where there was like low entries from the point of him playing, you might have to think about it. That's what James has done. He's been told by
Locals.
several people that they wouldn't enter competitions because Callum's in it or Wayne's in it or I don't know.
Got to try and take that off the red there, didn't he? He's got lucky.
But,
But no, I get that.
it's unfortunate
It's
because
another thing. You could bring the handicap into it.
yeah.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
know-
what other sport are
He
you?
did handicaps a few years ago, and people were not happy with that.
Still not,
So
to be honest,
he wanted to get rid of that. He was just starting a club up then.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's a shame really because what other sport are you penalised for being good?
Yeah.
But I can see where James is coming from. He's trying to run a business. If he has, like, if numbers start dropping, that's his business.
Yeah.
I can see the logic in it. I don't blame him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
But we just want the best players in every tournament, don't we? As players, we like to see the best players in every tournament.
yeah,
yes.
of course, yeah.
So,
See that, mate.
fortunately,
elephants in the room.
yeah. Fortunately, we don't have the same stresses and worries of running a business as he does.
No. Thing is, we'll always open our doors to any of the Daventry that want to come over to these Northampton competition. I'm pretty sure of that.
Yeah, they're always open.
I know you yourself, Mason, and Indenworth and Liam come over quite a bit, don't you, to things. And
Yeah, me and Tony do quite a bit of travelling. We try and enter as much as we can.
I'm surprised Enrico doesn't come over to many though. To be fair, like he's in Northampton. Where does he live in Daventry? Does he?
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, the thing is, he's just passed his driving test, so he probably
Has
will
he?
do a lot more now.
Okay, well, I always thought he was a Northampton lad. That's all. So.
No. Okay, so if we turn our attention back to the game, because we have been talking like nonsense for a little bit and trying to give some feedback towards everyone.
What's a clever shot that is. He's put both the Reds safe. He learned that. He didn't learn that one from me. He learned that one from Stacey.
That and 100 others. I wonder what time it is in Australia.
Joey Hanley, how AUB? There's two of us come over to support Callum, and the rest is.
Hey, I'm just neutral.
To be fair, I'm a neutral as well.
Oh. Did he want to do that? Oh, I'm not sure what's going on.
Don't know why he's going to put another red side. Oh, well,
Callum likes it.
yeah. I can't. Oh, how's that demonstrated?
Flew in.
I mean, you know, he's a good player and a good part of Callum, but he's tactical. He's something else as well.
Yeah, I wonder where he's got that from.
Yeah. Dougie Doyle,
I was thinking more stretch.
stretch.
Follow-team. Get in there.
Can you see this yellow on the left-hand side?
Without jumping in front of him, I couldn't tell you.
Well, he's looking. Yeah, he must do.
That's it then, it's over.
Oh, that's too hard.
It's a big bounce.
I think he's okay. It's a bit thinner than he wanted, but I think he's okay.
Yeah, he's a thin one. Should be right there. Yeah.
Controlled that very well.
Yeah, there's another one. What Enrico don't want now is a dish from Callum. If Callum comes back now with a dish, it's a four frame difference. So.
Do you know what, Rob? The way they're going, I just don't think that will happen. I think no. And if Callum goes ahead, maybe 2 or 3 more, with the way the game's going, you know, more than one visit, then maybe a massive gap, and he can just open up a little.
Yeah.
I think with it only being still 3 frames.
Do you know what I'm going to say? If he finds one off the break here, I think he's going to dish. There we go.
See if he gets unlucky though, because he's been robbed a little dry.
Told you, didn't I? Told you to get a dry.
And the yellows are sitting pretty.
Yeah, so I'm saying any of them had gone in, that would have been game over. Well, Enrico really needs to take these out, doesn't he?
Yes, it does. A few more come into the club now. A nice little shock to come up now. Just screw it back a few inches. Yeah, that's nice. Just got to push this through now. Leave an angle, you can stun off the cushion. Oh, you might have to push this through and come back again. I think he's got a bit more of an angle than he wanted. He's digging down a little. That's a nice shot.
Yeah.
Just stun off the cushion now.
Yeah, anywhere just a little bit more to the right where the white is now.
Yeah.
Got to be on this good. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, that'll be all right. Drop this in dead weight, can't you?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, you can use the red, can't you, I think? Just to stop it. Makes the black a bit easier. That one person clapping is the guy that's backed Rico.
Oh, he's only just got that.
It's a nice clearance from Rico. He needed that.
Yeah, definitely. He needed to take them out.
Now can he make the punishment even bigger and get a dish straight back as well off his own break? Put the pressure back on Callum. Callum's just nipped out to freshen up. So we'll be back with you in a second. Right, we're back again. Oh. Well, he can see a red, so he might be all right. I think he'd prefer yellows, to be honest with you, if he had a nice yellow to have a go at.
Yeah.
Unless that yellow near centre passes the red yellow there into the corner, then he might.
No, I think he'll take that red at the top and he'll probably try and kiss that yellow away.
Yeah.
If he gets that, then the frame's on. Going for the yellow here, really.
Yeah, he did. Oh. He went for the third option.
Yeah, good shot.
That's his nice shot. Normal situation. This is another clearance.
Got to get him.
Maybe Rico's just turning the gears. Maybe he's thinking, stop being so tentative and just go for it. If I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose doing my game.
Yeah, I mean, I see that, but I think he's still got to have a little thing. I don't think he's done a lot wrong, to be honest.
No, he hasn't.
You know, that's-
It's only them 2 balls that we didn't expect him to miss, really, weren't it? That's about it.
yeah.
But you can't be too critical on that. Look who you're playing against, and Callum vice versa when he makes the mistake.
Yeah.
Everybody misses at some point.
Of course.
It's just how you deal with it, isn't it? That's it.
Others more than others. It's just a bit awkward now, a little bit, isn't it? a good shot, that was.
It's a nice little shot.
Two good clear-ups up.
Yeah.
Still looks confident, doesn't he?
Oh, gotcha.
Right. Few technical problems there. We seem to have got the corner cam back working again. Big split,
Yeah,
got
he's
a ball, got two balls.
White.
Oh, White.
Oh, he's just had a little bit of a look there. The red is just kissed into the black. Might made it a little bit awkward. So how long does it take to set all this up then, Sky?
It was about 2 hours.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I've only got the two cameras up. Yeah, a little bit of a struggle. It's getting easy up here though. This is the third time I've come up here to do the second time I've done a stream here of sort of this size. I did one before using webcams from the other end of the table last year, about this time, like the 15th I think of September last year. That was where it all began for me.
When was that?
September last year we did last year's Money Match Day.
Oh, okay.
We got one again in a couple of weeks next week, haven't we?
12th of October, yeah.
Yeah. It's 3 matches scheduled so far.
So we had did have a couple of one game from outside Dav as well. I think it was going to be Darren Fenner versus Mick Skinner, but Mick Skinner seems to have disappeared.
Oh, okay.
Darren keeps messaging me and asking me if the game's still on, and I just said, message Skinner.
Maybe you should put his name out if anyone wants to play from Dav.
Yeah, good point.
We know his standards, so we can give the honest
Yeah.
opinion.
Decent County B player.
Yeah, I'll play Fenner.
Put your name out there. He knows you, doesn't he? So why not?
To be fair, I think he'd have a go. He's got no fear, Davs.
No,
Dancer Fenner,
he's
one of my all-time favourite blokes.
good lad, Fenner. A lot of time for Fenner.
Yeah. Spent many a happy hour in Yarmouth with Mr. Fenner.
He's probably there this weekend.
Even coming in at 6 the day before a national semi-final. Much to the disgust of Mr. Cox.
That's early for him.
Yeah. And to be fair, we took Mr. Prickett out with us as well, and he played out of his skin on the Sunday. He was rubbish on the Saturday. Played better after Skinful. Happy day. There were some good times in the old World Rules days. A lot of good mates made down there.
So we've got a bit of a tactical game going on, I think, here.
Yeah, it's a bit congested outside, isn't it?
What's that?
Bit congested.
Yeah.
Ooh. Now we did go for that, so
Look, let's have a look at. Oh no, Callum stood in the way of the camera at the minute, so we won't change. So that's what Callum's looking. I'm just playing with my toys, mate. I'm just playing with the toys.
oh, good effort. That's a great effort. Well, actually, to be fair, can you play that red now off the black? A big pocket in the middle.
He's a bit near it.
Yeah, I was
That's
going to say a bit
right,
close
just-
to it.
And the yellow, the yellow's going to be a stopper, isn't it? It's going to,
Yeah, you could,
I think he likes it.
or you'll play it through the gap and leave the red at the top, maybe.
do you know what,
Can you
it looks nailed on to hit the yellow
Flick,
from
flick
this
the
angle.
yellow. I was going to say that. Maybe flick the yellow.
On the screen, it don't look it looks horrible, but
It doesn't look any better from the other one.
Just a containing shot. I reckon. Okay. I thought he might do that with the other ball. He'd move the yellow out the way and put the white with the black.
yeah, it's
But it doesn't really matter, I suppose. It's still a good shot.
Who'd you say is favourite for this frame then, Mason?
Rico.
Yeah, I'd probably have to agree.
I know Rico's got one bad ball, but he's got more balls on the table, so he's got more chances of playing safe. And unlucky with that. Commentator's curse.
Yeah, I don't think it's too bad though.
How's the comments looking, Scott?
Well, just having a look. Graham Clark says he likes to be different.
We
He
know
was
that.
going for a Rico win, wasn't he? Chris Arrow, 12-6 to Callum.
Saying that though, like Graham Clark, he did win me 20 quid last night. Well done, boy. Owe you a pint.
Gary Wade, it's a 12-9 Callum.
See, I like that. That's
Gary Wade says, I'd play in the big comps, but I'm a gas bin now. Has been. Tim Hewitt says, I'm out on the piss. Love to be there though. He was here, wasn't he?
he was here about an hour ago. Did his
Oh.
FedEx?
Dan Trazer says it's the end now. I think that possibly was from when
I
Callum
think
was a
that
few
was.
more
I think
frames
that was
in
when it was
front.
5-2.
Yeah. One of the best in England. 5-2. 5-2. It's done surely. Well, obviously not. Matthew Wright, good response. Dean Rogers didn't see the black drop as some massive effing advert covers the bottom bag. I'm not sure what table you're looking at though. Can't see any adverts covering any bags on the screen. Perhaps that one on the corner cam, is it? Apologies if it was, Dean. Thanks for your comments there, mate. Much appreciated. Dean, what's going on with the sound? I don't know. What is there a problem with the sound?
Oh, this is unlucky. This is.
Possibly sound problem when I put the corner camera on. Is there? Let me know if the sound's okay now. Graham Clark says sound keeps going to white noise on YouTube. Okay, just possibly when I was trying to get the corner camera to work. Apologies for that. Hopefully it's okay now.
That was unlucky. Very unlucky.
He's
played a lovely shot. He's played an absolute dream of a shot. To just sit there is unbelievable. You know,
Yes, he did get a bit unlucky there.
I think the room will go up here, won't it, if it goes 5 each?
Yes. Even more so now with one guy particularly who's just walked through the door, Mick Goodman. Yeah.
Yes, the teeth.
Okay.
Takes down the bottom now, will he? Just go into the into the black if he snookers him if he misses it.
I think he's just gone a bit too far, isn't he? I reckon he's going to change what he was doing now.
Oh, we don't want to do this. Oh my God.
Yeah, he did change his shot there. He was going for it originally.
If Callum can get through to this, he could put him behind this red here.
Oh, we thought you were going to be called in there, Scott, to see if it was a total.
Are you the actual ref then, Scott?
No, I'm not getting paid.
Oh,
2 shots.
foul snooker as well.
These boys are experienced enough to be able to see if it's a total or not. They don't need me.
Do you tell everyone else that on the tour?
No, because I'm getting paid then.
Don't look like it. Well, you sat at the top table.
Oh, is that a black?
What's that?
I thought that might have been black first then.
Nah.
I am knelt down on the floor.
I'm just trying to think with these rules. I'm trying to think. He could have played the black onto the yellow over the pocket there. You know the yellow he's taking now. He could have played the black onto there, knocked them all out there. Still have
Yeah,
these two.
he could have, yeah.
We're about level pegging. We're going to have a big roar in a minute, I think. It's starting to get quite busy in here now.
Yeah. People standing on chairs now just to see. Decent shot there. Big round of applause for a standard shot. Well done.
Yeah. They're all getting behind him.
Well,
It's 3 frames on the bounce. Two of them really Callum couldn't do nothing about, but
Comes in with a breaking dish now.
okay, yeah.
Really?
I see why the.
I said that 3 frames ago when Callum was about to break. If he can break and dish these.
I see where the
Big
problem
good
with the sound came from. It was my fault. Apologies. That was from adding the next extra camera. Oh, mate.
so 5-5.
2 balls? No,
See
1
that.
ball.
Oh, them reds look nice.
That's reds.
Okay.
That is reds.
The break's turned, didn't it? He was struggling
Yeah.
at the start. No, I think Callum went in off.
If you look at Rico going around the table, he's just picked up his pace walking around.
Yeah,
I think he senses. I think he senses blood.
Long way to go.
7 on the bounce for Callum Foreman's prediction then. It's not happening. Like I say, Rico's picked his pace up a little bit and he's just bouncing around the table now. Right?
Oh, is he on anything here?
Might be to the middle.
I actually didn't think he
he
was
get
going
through?
for that. I thought he was going for the bottom red and going into the bottom red of them two
Can
to
he,
open
can
them
he
up.
get that to the middle?
Not sure.
Because if it's lucky if he has. 'Cause he's tried to play the cannon, hasn't he? He's missed the cannon.
Then again, does that? No.
Oh, he's trying to cover up, I think.
Yeah. Looks
Clip
even,
up,
it's even tighter on the big screen. Isn't
Clip it off. Where's he going here?
it? Top left.
Goes the other way. That's what he's looking at. He's going for it.
Nope.
He's playing it. Yeah,
He's played it in such a way that
yeah, what?
he might-
Yeah,
he's-
red's come out.
he's not left the
Wow.
gap.
So he's going. Is he looking at double here?
I don't think he can double it back this way though, can he? I think he's got to go middle with anything.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think he'd prefer to back double it when he get the white down the table.
Covered up 2 reds here. Oh, right, I think he can he get through to the yellow on the rail? Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't know what he's looking at.
it's a clever shot. Oh, it's a big
It's
bounce.
not because that red does that red.
Can't quite see from here. I haven't got a side view.
Nothing goes. He's got a shot, but is it? I think that's the best he could have done, to be fair.
Yeah, containing.
Yeah, it's just if you can't get one, just knacker him up a little bit. That's all you got to do. And to be fair, Callum will probably just want to slow him down a little bit now, to be honest.
Yeah. It's not a bad shot.
I missed it.
Yeah, he's not on it. See Cooper's had a beer.
What's that?
Colin Cooper, not Colin Cooper. Rob Cooper's had a beer.
Caliber Shandy.
Yeah, I was like that after my first point. He's on the chat in a minute, I'll imagine. Can he work it out? That's what I want to know. Let's have a few look at a few of the comments. Yeah. Yeah, Jamesy, when I added the corner camera, that's when we got the problems with the noise. I've turned it's when the microphone's not on, the camera's on, so I'll turn it off, so it should be okay now. Apologies for that. Yeah, Chris Arrow keeps going for white noise. Yeah, that was same thing. Microphone on, the camera was on. Apologies. Thanks very much for your comment, much appreciated.
Bit short of pace for that shot, wasn't he? Still alright.
Matthew Wright, quality streaming, shaping up to be an epic. Where they're going now, it wouldn't surprise me to go as a cider.
Not hit this. Oh, it's coming well short there.
Tim Hewitt says, Mason, you still buzzing from smashing Drago?
Well, everyone knows about it.
If he dies, he dies.
That'll be on his CV.
What, Drago's?
Yeah, unlucky Drago, you lost to me.
Let
Lost
that,
to the nobody.
let that be a lesson to you.
Elty Balti.
He's probably retired now.
Healthy bolty to break.
That was a phrase coined by my very good friend, Mr. Rick Lloyd, an awesome referee. Apologies for the slight rib taking. Rib taking? Mick taking. It was funny then. To be fair, I didn't know you very well then.
That's a nice clean pot.
He's paid that
That was a confidence pot, that was. I think this should be 6-5 Callum.
We play the bottom one now and trace the left hand side.
What's that? Whoa.
I think he's played to be on that. You know, me and you were thinking.
I don't think he has.
You don't think?
No, he's left that yellow that he's going to play now till the end for the black. Any kiss on the bottom red, he was perfect, and he just split short. He's not played for this yellow. I'm pretty certain of that. I think it'd be snooker in here.
It's just not happening for him yet at the minute, is it?
Just left an edge of that, I think.
It's probably a bit better to leave the edge for him.
Yeah. Ben Taylor Fuente is on chat. He says, "Evening, Scott. Had a beer?" Actually, I have, but I don't think I'm that bad.
Oh.
How can you tell?
Cushion first.
Yeah.
Is he either going to try and pot it, or do you think he'll try and flick it and sit the white behind the yellow? Because he might try the second, but it still might drop.
So we've got to play cushion first, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little swerve.
It's total snooker anyway.
Yep.
That makes it even. I think makes it better, doesn't it, for Callum?
Well, I think we'll come off this top cushion.
Is he coming up and down?
Yeah, we'll go up and down, won't he?
I think he can control it a bit more going up and down, can he?
Yeah, I don't know. I quite like the cushion first.
No trace aside, oh. Just there, is it, Callum? Just there.
The problem is if he did come up and down, he's probably got chances. If he doesn't get the yellow, he's probably going to leave the red to the middle.
Yeah, he'd be a bit
Or
unlucky
let it
not to
top.
be on anything, wouldn't he? No, just sort of control him, maybe contain. Probably just see the edge of that.
Yeah, you can get. You can
Callum's
get through
response says that he left it.
Yeah.
You get through to the red here.
And also,
Big pocket.
yeah.
Bit between the two there, isn't it? Should be alright though.
Just say he could play a standard safety shot anyway if he didn't fancy it. Be on the two reds.
I'd fancy him to take that one near the green spot.
Oh yeah, he can come back down the table.
For the one in the middle, is it?
Black
that check up then?
Ooh.
Was that a natural bounce or did he just put side on that? Didn't look.
He played that quite natural, I think. I don't think he put much on that. Well, if at all.
It seemed to come off straighter than I thought it would. But
Snooker in.
I'm surprised at that. I thought he might go for that.
Well, if he's blocked the side cushion, then yeah, it's good. But if he hasn't, he's in trouble. He's got to have blocked the side cushion.
Perhaps he was worried about pushing that red down towards the yellow, taking the one in the middle.
Well, if that black's not in the way, then he's in trouble.
Yeah, I think he can go past it easy.
Watch the slide.
I regret playing that shot now,
Middle pocket. He doesn't pass the red.
You know, Scott, even we can see it from here, my old beauty.
You're in the room, you Burke.
You're nearer to the table.
Well, I don't know.
Cheeky cunt.
Oh, hello. Hello. Oh,
Hey, no swearing, Scott. Come on.
there's going to be scrapping now. The commentators are having a fight now. Yes. Yeah.
That's a great shot. That is a great shot. That
meant a lot to him, didn't
yeah, I
it?
was going to say, a little tap of the table. It meant so much to him. Bit of frustration.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6-5. It could have been a little way.
You can't argue with that. He needed that.
Yeah.
This
That meant
is-
more to him than
I
a
bet
few
he
other
hits.
frames.
I bet he hits this break quite hard.
Oh yeah, he will give something. He will let this fly.
No,
Have I got to move the monitors?
What for?
The white ball coming at me.
Well, it hit me first, won't it?
Well, according to Mason, no. Played league pool on Monday.
oh
No.
God.
Oh,
No,
don't talk to me about it.
Week before,
Did someone not play very well?
played at the Edge of Town, a salubrious salon, Edge of Town. And
So who do you play for? The Foresters.
yeah,
You didn't have you don't have any like the Wellingborough lot play for you, do you? Like
there's Steve Williams and
yeah,
Rob Tootle. Yeah, he's played about 5
yeah.
frames. Yeah.
Told you he hit that hard.
White's in though.
Yeah.
Tap. Yeah, play at Edge of Town. And the guy who playing stood at the other end of the table, right in the middle. And I give it the full, massive, big arm, long handle. White went straight over the pack and hit him squarely between the side. He did squeal. It hit him like a Polaris missile, mate. He's not having kids.
Surprised you weren't a sub.
We
See, this is where, for someone who plays on the tables a lot, myself being one of them, when it comes to breaking, no, seriously, right, when it comes to breaking on these tables, when they've been used a little, you actually have to hit the pack softer to get balls to drop. I've watched a few matches. I've said to the lads that have been playing, I said, just hit the break a bit softer and watch the balls flying, and they just drop in all the time. So maybe Callum might need to have a little think and don't hit him so hard. Control the white little.
Cheers for that tactic. I'm not going to tell him in a minute.
He stood about a yard away from me. I think he heard you.
Maybe
Yeah, foul break.
little Dunster tap break, you know.
Haven't seen that for a while.
He hasn't needed to. He's smashing them up.
It's all about the glove.
Yeah, the glove of love.
Go on then, let's have a thing. Who's a fan of the glove?
No.
Only when it's really hot.
Really
but then
hot?
that's the fucking. I mean, pardon me. That's the.
That is shocking. Oh, so's that shot. So's that shot.
The
Oh, wow.
I can't believe he took that at the top. Surely if he took that to the middle, he was going to go into the yellows.
See, that shocked me. I can't believe he didn't take full advantage of that.
No, you have to.
He's not happy at all. Do you think, here's a question, do you think the pressure of having all the family and all the people around here will affect Rico?
Family, yes. The rest of us, no.
'Cause I remember reffing him in the DAF singles final when he beat
Family
Kev
were there,
Smits.
yeah.
All the
But the
family were there.
workers.
He did win it, to be fair. But that was a few years back, about 3-4 years
Looks like
ago.
the whole of
It was
Daventry's in here now.
3 years ago.
I just wonder, I can see him sort of, somebody in his family was trying to speak to him then and he just sort of kind of blanked him a little bit and almost said,
Depends what kind of
let me
voice
get
you're
on
getting.
Oh yeah, I don't imagine many of them are as good a pool players. A few good snooker players, aren't they? The family.
That's the uncle. I think that's his brother next to him. I'm pretty sure he's the golfer. Or he's one of them. They're all good at golf, to be fair.
A lot of spare time before the chippy opens, is it?
So this.
I'm only
That's
jealous.
missed.
I'd love to own a chippy. Or
He's
3.
got a bit lucky there, though. That's sat like that.
Yeah. You can see it in Callum's face.
Yeah, he's
Little
not
ro-
happy.
little
He's
Roy
not
grin.
happy.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen so many people in this room.
No, it's getting busy.
The last time was the Liverpool Champions League game, and I wasn't allowed in because there was too many people in here.
You weren't allowed in
No,
because there were
Mark-
too many people.
Mr. Mark Radford was the doorman and said, "Mace, you're not allowed in." And I just thought he was joking. No, I was not allowed in. There was too many people in here. I had to wait for people to leave so I could come in.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't be trying to have a practice.
It's just I'm more than a one-man band. That's the thing. I'm the equivalent of 3 people. So
Oh, where's that come from?
Six all.
Make the levels.
That's all down to Callum's break.
So let's have a quick look at the chat while we. I'm not even going to read that comment out, Ben. Yeah. Okay. Matthew Wright says Singu. That's Matthew Wright's relative of Mickey McMahon.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Evening, Matthew.
Do you know what? You know what, Mason? He
Matthew Wright. Beep.
has
Correct.
just took some off that break that you was on about, Mason. Even though you've just disappeared,
Yeah, didn't full in the face, did he?
he's took some off that break. So Mason's just going for a quick practice.
Yep. He's seen somebody jump off a table, so he's straight on that.
He had his 20p on the side, ready to play.
Lee Dickens is in the chat room.
Lee
Oh,
Dickens.
I haven't seen Lee for years.
He was a player in his youth.
Used to play with who did he play? He
Who's
used to
that?
play for St James
St James Workers
Workers
Club.
Club,
Played
yeah.
county youth EPA
back in the day.
back in the day. Ben Markham. They're all.
Ben Stockill. I'm surprised he's not up tonight. I think he was up here earlier actually. He's ex-EPA youth player as well.
That's a good shot.
I think he might be in the same. Were you in the same team as Bondi?
Who's that?
You,
What was his name?
Ben Stockill. So Ben Stockill, Luke Smith,
Luke Smith was played county youth with Luke Smith.
Richard Ludlow.
Doesn't ring a bell.
He was him and Luke Smith used to be the sort of double act.
He's never changed.
He's a good player, good darts player now, apparently, Richard.
Richard Ludlow. It does ring a bell now, actually.
Yeah. He's quite a tall guy, glasses.
No, I don't know.
Yeah. Definitely filling up now. Chris Arrow says busiest night and I'm not at the bar. Yeah. Well, we didn't need you tonight, Chris. You normally do the work of a few people. In bar takings, that is. This is a delicate shot. There's a push. There's a foul anyway. It's me not paying attention. Oh, it went. What a shot. Enrico won't be liking that.
What's that?
He left him played a deliberate foul and left him a shot. And he nailed it.
He has, but he's still got work to do, hasn't he? Depends. Can he get the blackout?
Ewan Tracy. Is that an ex?
Who?
Ewan Tracy? That just rings-
Vincent Tracy.
that's the guy I'm thinking of. Yeah. No, Ewan Tracy says re-rack. Fortunately, with these rules, it's very, very rare to get a re-rack. If they have to foul, they have to foul.
This would be an absolute quality finish if Callum gets these.
Just got it. Trusting a bit to lucky, I think, is he?
Depends what angle he's got. Can he screw into the red and black? If he can screw into the red and black just gently, he could then double the yellow out.
I'm not sure we can see.
He could play it, yeah.
It's definitely not straight, I know that much.
But the black does go to the middle, but you've got to get on it. So you could screw over to where the red is over on the side cushion, on the left-hand side, and then play the double across, and then just try and screw back onto the black. Play a little shot here now, just stun the white over on the side cushion and move the red away. I don't know, I've got a clue.
Thinks he's got to, and maybe the white will end up a little bit further down than where it is. The red bump the cushion.
What a shot that is.
Yep.
What a shot that is. The black goes to the middle.
Oh, he's missed it.
Yeah, it weren't easy.
No. And he'll be thinking it was.
Yeah. Scrappy.
Yeah, he's left. Bit of a, I think he wanted to be a bit further back, perhaps, or is he taking the one in the middle of the table? Yeah. Nice big bag for a bit of security as well. Oh, hello. What has he done there? Is that Twitch or take his eye off it?
Oh, I don't really know. I'd expect that at 10 each, not really 6 each, to be honest.
Know what you're saying? Lee Dickens in the chat says Callum's a class act, just like his dad. I don't know your dad, Lee. Obviously you mean Tashi. What a bloke. Unbelievable.
Best window cleaner in the town.
He's the best pool table brush balancer I've ever met.
I still don't know how he plays with it.
I think we're going to have to dig out the video of when he beats. Actually, was it when he beat you, Lee? He did a break dish against you.
That's a clever little shot there.
I might have to download that and get it on the stream at half time.
Half time? Are we having a break, are we?
Oh no! Well, just if there's a little break, I might just get that little download, Lee. And the interview from Callum of his dad after his break dish.
Yeah.
What, the break dish? Unbelievable.
Played a good shot there. Always going to be difficult to play that shot on this table. That's all right, that's all right. Little raise of the hand there to say sorry. Oh, he's left this.
He's left this.
He's left this.
He's left this.
He definitely was sorry. There's been a few scrappy frames though, Scott, isn't there?
Yeah.
I didn't expect this tonight. I thought there'd be some, some dishes and.
Yeah. The old stats counter's only got to 1, doesn't it? Is it?
I think Enrico might have had one as well.
Oh, it's not there. Is it a kick?
Got a massive kick there. Absolute massive kick.
Yeah. Wow.
Keep going.
Blink of an eye. It's 7-6 down. 7-6 up.
That's the biggest kick you'll see all night.
I don't know about that, mate. You are in, Dav.
I said kick, not prick.
Oh. Standing room only.
Yeah.
Soft break.
Callum's took a little bit off that.
Oh, look at the cut break style. Every ball on the left hand side of the table. Wow. Where's our co-commentator gone?
Don't know. I think he's signing for autographs.
Whose autographs is he signing?
Everyone's just a club pro, isn't he? They won't let him in for the Liverpool game because he only drank tap water.
Yeah, nice.
Slush puppy.
Some people hoping he was a hush puppy.
Enrico turned around to him and went, "I can't believe he saw that kick." What is it? Big fluffy kick for us. Go on, sing me, mate.
She's total snookered here, but we should be getting this. Plenty of reds to aim up. Ooh, we didn't want that double kiss. And Mason's about to join us again. Just finished signing all his autographs and a few photos.
Hello, guys.
He's back. Guess who's back?
What happened with that black? Did he get a kick?
Massive kick.
It was a massive kick.
Massive.
You couldn't even tell on the TV.
Yeah, it was massive. Even Enrico said to him after, he said, bloody hell, he see a kick like that.
You want to get the old Tayum chalk?
There you go, yeah.
For the amount Callum plays and what he earns, and Rico, to be fair, they could both pay for it. So, what's your thoughts now, Rob? Do you think Callum can gather his thoughts?
Yeah, at the end of the day, look, he's you know what he's like, mate. He won't give in. As long as he keeps his head, he'll be all right. You know, if he starts getting like little things getting to him, then it could be a different story, aren't it? The problem is, like I was saying, a couple of people's come over and saying, it's a bit scrappy. It's never took off. I did expect a bit more dishes and some fire, but you can only play what's in front of you, can't you?
Yeah, totally agree.
So, wins a win,
I find, I don't know about you, I've had a few arguments or conversations, however you want to look at it, that if you don't see dishes, it's a poor game. Well, that to me means you don't understand pool.
Definitely.
Because you have the match play. It's not all about just clearing up every time.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And I think there'll be one or two guys in here thinking...
I don't think there's been many flukes or anything in the game. It's just been quite level.
No.
I don't think the Bulls have run. I think the Bulls have run better for Enrico in a stretch of they've split nicer and he's had more chances where I think a few of Callum's have gone safe and stuff. But no, he's making him work for it anyway. So I think all these predictions, 12-8s and all that lot. That's another losing bet, I think.
It's a nice shot.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott McMillan's back. He's been reading the comments and he's just laughed. So what's he found?
You won't get this one, mate, but there's a gentleman by the name of Lee Dickens that used to be in the same team as me and Callum and Connor, Stacey, back in day, and Callum's dad, Maz. And Maz famously broke dish Lee off, and Callum did a little fake news interview, and it's very funny. Maz is incredibly drunk. And Lee's just come on the chat and goes, yes, that is the video, leave it in your locker, he says. So if that's not an invitation to download it and get it on the stream, I don't know what is. Talking of chat, a few of the other chat comments. Obviously we're a little bit behind with the comments. Graham Clark says, Enrico's played the wrong shot every time this frame. Must be the one that he won.
Well, Graham, if you You can always enter it next year if you're allowed in it.
Do you know
Well,
what?
I think-
Hang on, he did enter this, but he had to give it up, didn't he, because of work?
Oh, did he? I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, he had to give his match up.
And then a few seconds later, Graham Clark, apart from then.
Is that when he potted the black?
Yeah, I imagine so. Dean Rogers says, come on, Rico. Tyrone Reese, yes, Rico. Anthony Illingworth. Rob James ordering his burgers, laugh out loud.
Oh.
We'll have no place for personal insults on this chat, thank you very much.
What, unless you're live and you do it off the microphone?
Yeah, unless you're here.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I won't have any keyboard warriors on my watch. Where are you anyway, Tone? Why ain't you here? Rob James, anyone take you up on your 6'4" on Enrico? Rob James.
Who's that? Asked that?
Tony.
Illingworth.
They did, yeah.
Dean says
It's not 6-4 now.
Dean said a couple of us did.
Did Dean Rogers have a go?
No, listen, I've took one bet and I'm
We
not,
know-
I'm not mentioning no names. It's not fair. I took the one bet and I said to him, "Is it all yours?" And he said yes. So someone's lying. Fair play. They put the money on. They took the chance. That's what it's all about.
Yep. Dean's asking, are you doing a cash out?
Cash out. Yeah.
That's a no.
If you usually cash out unavailable most accounts. That's a good shot. That is. He's gone for it, and he deserved that, didn't he? He's deserved that to come out like that.
Yeah, a bit congested around that pocket, aren't we?
I think he's all right. He's better than what it was.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm looking at the. Oh, points of black. Looking at not looking at the live screen, am I?
So yeah.
I see what you're saying now, Tony. He didn't actually mean Rob's ordering his burgers. He meant you're ordering his burgers.
What?
He knows me well though. It would be burgers, not burger.
But a half pounder or a quarter pounder? Don't be silly.
Fucker.
Don't be now.
We're a 2-shot lead now.
Frame, not shot. Frame, come on.
Say again.
You said shot as frame. 2-frame lead, not shot.
2 frames.
You said shot.
2-shot lead. Did I? Well, you said he was a golfer.
See, look, you can tell Rico's up to it because he's already racked him up. He's
See, I don't know whether to leave.
Callum's slowing him down. He's going toilet.
I don't know whether to leave the venue now without paying the bet.
You wouldn't get far.
Let's have a word from our sponsors.
So if Dean Rogers is watching, comment on the thing. Tell me if you have had a bet.
He said £100 of it is mine.
Did he really?
He said Cameron UF. £100 of that is my.
Well, it's not what I've heard.
Oh, this would have been a perfect time to see the Maz video.
Is Lee Dickens watching?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, got him slowing it down a little bit.
We're just waiting for Callum to come back from a comfort break, as they say. He's now in the room, so let's get back to the action.
Them yellows are beautiful.
Thanks very much.
Well, could that be the turning point? I didn't expect that miss.
Okay, so let's see if Callum can punish Rico with that. Oh, he's tried to move it. I think you'll be alright though. If you can use that as your last ball or second to last, should be okay.
Yeah, well, when you're trying to just cover the bag here or not, you reckon? Or you could get on it here. It's a good shot, that is. It's a nice little kiss as well. Oh.
Sorry, I could just speak now. Yeah, I don't know how he's given us table one. Surely he's got a whole way. Surely he don't. That's a 3-frame lead now.
3 frames or 3 shots.
Well, at the minute, it's all about Rico just mopping up. I think he knows at the minute he's not having to do anything himself. He'll just wait for the mistakes, which is very unlike Callum.
Here's a stat for you. The last 8 frames, it's 7-1 to Enrico.
Yeah.
5-2 up. Could you believe
It's
that?
massive, isn't it? That is massive.
7-1 in the last 8 frames.
Okay, so he's making a ball.
Well, this is the first time Callum's had them all there again since he broke and dished earlier. I'd expect him to get these.
He needs to.
He needs to get them. He'll get these.
I think for me, this is where, because Callum's very good at playing slow. He likes to think, he's very methodical. I know these are there, but take your time. Make Rico sit in his chair and watch you smash this pack apart. You know what I mean? You're making sure every ball is clean and 100%, and it also keeps your opponent in the chair. Because at the minute he's smiling and laughing with his family, and he's not even having to watch.
That's a massive difference to earlier on when he was telling them to go away.
Yeah, huge. So
at 5-2, that has to change. You cannot let him get double figures. I think Oh my god. I think if he gets the double figures, I feel
See,
the
I'm,
worst.
I'm surprised he took that red. I'd have left that for the end. He takes this yellow off the red, this will open them all up.
Yeah. One good shot. Oh, he's missed it.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Wow, 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 wow.
Wow, 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 wow.
What, what?
That was a frame winner there.
Yeah. Hard work from here. So you know what? I think there's a bit of a gap there, you know, behind the red. Rescued the shot.
Yeah.
There's Mr. Ben Stockhill. Talking about earlier. He's a county youth player
Which one?
back in the day.
Who's that?
The man there with the glasses on right in front of you.
Oh, never played with me.
Must have been the B team, was he?
He's probably a lot bigger then as well.
No, are we on about men's or county youth?
Youth.
Oh, no.
Back in the day.
No, I won't know.
You know Mick Goodman though, don't you?
I know Mick, yeah, that was from the Wednesday League years and
Yeah.
years ago.
He's got one of them faces.
He hasn't improved.
He was never any good.
And he hasn't improved.
That's what I'm saying. He hasn't improved.
Good at golf though, I heard, didn't he? He's a golfer, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
He
a good
likes his
golfer.
golf. He likes his
Yeah.
golf. Yeah.
That was diplomatic. What you're saying is he's rubbish. He
I
likes
don't know.
it, but he likes it.
I don't know. I haven't got a Scooby Doo. I can't stand the sport.
Well, let's put it this way. You can't play golf as much as he does and not be any good.
Don't know.
Yeah, somebody
There's a lot of pool players like that.
somebody puts in hours and hours and hours of practice. They must get somewhere.
It's a clever little shot Callum's played there, isn't it? He's just
Using a
just-
big spade there, weren't you?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a clever shot, Rob. You're right.
It's on it straight away.
Well, he's going to... I don't know. It's a tough shot. This would be even harder if this was like first frame with the ball sliding. And I think they're starting to grip a little bit more now, so you might get more out of the white. Yeah, see?
Ooh.
I know he's missed, but they see the white grabs a bit more now. It's playing a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
Earlier, that would have just slipped straight down. You would not got that reaction out of it.
He's definitely trying to slow him up now.
Yeah. This is where Rico's knowledge of the game will be tested, because his potting ability.
Has he got a game? Has he got a big
Safety game?
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah. It's definitely not the same as Callum's, because Callum's best game is all about safety, you know.
Yeah.
Rico's potting is immense. You know,
Yeah.
how he pots balls just stops people from having a go at playing safe with him.
So is he the best in Daventry then, Mason? Or is he a close second to you?
I'll be honest, I'm probably going to have to say yes, because I can't argue the fact that he does win the majority of the tournaments up here.
Well, he's not banned from them for a start.
Neither am I, thank you very much. Yeah. Nice try.
I wasn't trying to say anything. I just did.
The difference, I mean, Rico's a little bit more consistent than me, but it's his mindset that I think that does that. You know, he's a very, very, very good tournament player, whereas I'm not. You know, I'm learning that. You know, he's been doing it for a few years now, where what he was doing a few years ago, I'm trying to grab now, and I'm older than him already. You know, I'm nearly 10 years older than him.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. You know.
Jesus, are you not 30 yet?
Nope. Hang on, we're on about age or weight?
I didn't say anything.
Age.
Oh, because if you're talking about weight, I want to ask him.
Oh. Now, children. It's all right, girls. You're both pretty.
He's got nowhere to pull on though.
I'm lying, you're not. Lee Dickens, you have had such a touch there. I cannot get the Maz film to play.
He tried to get the black out there. It's not.
That's a clever
it's
little
good,
shot,
it's a
mate.
good effort.
Yeah.
Here's one for you, Rob and Scott, because you might be able to answer.
Not patronising at all, then, are you?
Well, no, because
What's one and one?
you know, 22 and 4. Oh, that one.
Go on, Mason.
Well, we
Hit us with your question.
Wayne Gardner or Callum? Yeah.
Look,
for
listen,
what?
I play county youth with Wayne Gardner. Quality player. He's up there. He's playing. I think he's playing for England again. He is up there with the best from Northamptonshire, without a doubt. For me, it's Callum.
Okay.
It might-
For what reason?
Well, to be honest, I think he's achieved more. He's achieved more in the game.
Wayne's
Straight
achieved a lot as a team player, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has his team.
More than
thing.
a singles player.
He
Hasn't
has, yeah, but then you've got to look at Callum. Callum has as well, but in a different,
Yeah, but
in a
what-
different like age category.
But that's the difference then, you're saying, because Callum's won more singles events with the national and away from the national team compared to Wayne.
Oh, did he go for that or was that a fluke?
That makes Callum just above Wayne. Is that what you say? Because he's got a few
But
more
the-
singles.
Without sounding bad or anything, if you ask me who's the better player out
Yeah.
of the two, if Callum was in them teams as well, he'd be winning the same. So,
Okay.
it's a hard one. I mean, Wayne is one of the best in Northampton I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. But for me, Callum is, and it's just sounds like we're just like licking his arse and everything, but he's the one in the minute. He's the man in Northamptonshire at the minute, without that. And you won't get many that'll disagree.
Would Wayne 10 years ago or 5 years ago be better than Callum?
Well,
No, that's what I'm saying. Is it because you come into the other end of his side of playing, whereas Callum's starting?
maybe so, but see, Wayne, when he was youth and stuff like that, he went into the England team, and then he went England under 21s, and then he disappeared, and then he's come back now and got into the England thing. So how can you say? I mean, is Wayne playing the best pool of his life again? Who knows? You can't.
Fair enough,
You
fair
can't.
enough.
I know that Wayne did beat Callum, I think last Saturday, in the Wellingborough Single Leagues, and I think you give him a good hiding. But like you say, they're both quality players. You asked me to pick one, I'll pick Callum. But I wouldn't be saying he's miles ahead. You've got a good few quality players in Wellingborough.
So, in the meantime, Callum takes another frame.
Callum needed that.
Yeah, he did need
Big,
that.
big frame.
He did
Huge
need that.
frame.
But I'll ask you the same question. Who would you go for?
Well, I'll be honest, because I've had this conversation for the last few weeks. I said I think Wayne.
Yeah.
But I'd be the same situation. There would not be much in it, if at all.
Yeah.
I think.
Like I said, this
but
game's all about agreeing. and
it's
stuff.
not. But again, like the
Opinions.
same for you. It's nothing against either or, is
No,
it?
yeah,
It's
of course.
it's
No,
just
exactly. They're both quality players. None of us no one in Northamptonshire would want to draw either of them. It's just the way it is, isn't it?
'Cause
See,
it's
look
dry-
at this here now, dry break.
dry. That's a bit unfortunate there.
But
No, I mean, I say Wayne because from what I've heard, because I don't know Wayne full stop. I really
Yeah,
don't, and people have said what he's won or he's won so much, but then obviously you're saying that from other people's opinions he's not won as much as what they're saying, so
Yeah, in the singles category for me.
yeah, so that, okay,
Like
yeah.
you say, it's like you said, the team thing is he maybe has won things, and to be fair, going back to our sort of interleague thing, the Wellingborough team have always been one of the best ones. When I first started, Corby, Kettering, and Wellingborough were the ones, and then certain players stopped playing and stuff like that. And I mean, you have a look. The Wellingborough team get there every year still.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I think Bucket used to be the captain, so he's another
Yeah,
quality
he's
player,
Still captain.
still captain. So they have got some good players over there.
Yeah, I think
You know
the
what I mean?
majority of that Wellingborough team is now
Do
the.
you know what? You say that, right? I think it's brilliant that even you, Scott. I know you'll agree. You're not the same category as say Callum, Rob James, and that.
No,
but
no,
it's still
no.
good that you guys come over. I know you've been here since the beginning.
Yeah.
But Rob,
And-
you're starting to come over, and Callum's been coming over, and we had Stacey, and
Yeah, well,
we've got Greg Brown. No, not everyone will know Greg, but and there's a few other players, that have come over, not been coming over recently, but do know the place. It's
big
brilliant
ground,
because it's a whole new, different game, just going
Yeah.
20 miles up the road.
Well, this is the thing. This is what I was saying to James. I don't know, 10 years ago. Well, he's not been here that long, has he?
It's about
No.
8 or 9 years
About
now.
eight-
Yeah.
about 8
got
years
into,
ago.
got into that a bit too much.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but
you got to get these. It's.
I totally get, and we've had this conversation. We won't go back through it again, but I get the reason why he's doing it. He's still letting them play in a few tournaments. The others that don't agree with it, they don't need to go in it, and they've got their own tournament. It's as simple as that.
Is that there? That's there.
That's
That's
in.
in.
That is in.
What a shot that is.
So, but yeah.
How's he
So
going to control this white?
I mean, you can ask a question about Matt Barcock as well. He's got to be up there with one of the best as well.
Do you know what? He's hit some form. Fair play to him.
He's hit some good individual things.
Yeah.
He won the
Yeah.
amateurs thing in
Is it 2012? Is it?
thingy bob, and then he got beaten in the final.
Final
of
this
the trials,
weekend, yeah.
So, he's a good one that's come over and come to Blackpool. But we've always been quite strong, Northamptonshire. I mean, like you say, Mason, you're quite late on the scene. Starting to play in pool. Do you know what I mean? And you've improved the game massively from when I first met you. But we've always been a strong county.
Yeah.
The county finals when we went in when the UPA, we was always up there. We'd always hit the finals day. In all levels.
Yeah.
More so, I probably had a better youth with Northampton. I obviously played B and then went up to the A and went there a few times. But for me, it's always been strong Northamptonshire. And
Yeah.
and this is the thing, like you say, we're all coming over to Daventry now, to try and. It's not so much people are saying they're coming over to nick the prize money. It's not really. Look at the club. It's amazing. It's buzzing here tonight. You get without being horrible. You get a singles final at our place. There'll be nobody there watching it.
No.
That's the truth of it. And we need to start looking at things like this. And why can a place like Daventry here get everybody in here? And if you have a final, say with Matt Barcock, Wayne Gardner, Callum, all in a final, why ain't the place getting filled? It's a decent final.
It is a strange one, isn't it? It is.
Yeah,
It is. I think it's probably too many people in their own bubble.
Maybe
If it's not about
Maybe.
them, they don't want to know.
Maybe, but I say this is the thing, and I asked the question here. If Enrico come over to Northampton to play a final with Callum, would everybody come out and watch Callum? I don't think they would. So, do you get what I'm saying? We wouldn't have many coming over because we don't seem to get this sort of atmosphere. This atmosphere today is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. Do you know what? I reckon you're right, but it would be. I think actually, if the lads knew that it was a final going to Northampton, no matter where it's been played in Northampton, and Rico was bringing some lads over,
Yeah.
I reckon you might get a turnout because they'll be like, hang on a minute, we're not having Callum on his own here.
Yeah,
you know,
maybe.
Because when I played my money game with Lee Kirk at Milton Keynes at
Yeah.
Q Academy,
Yeah.
I made it a home venue.
Yeah.
I had like 20 odd people with me, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
And he had one or two, which is a bit unfair because it's his home venue, but
he's had a bit
we-
unlucky there.
we turned that around, and I reckon it'd be the same.
Yeah.
This is a higher end situation than what me and Lee
That's it,
played.
so he's been a bit unlucky. I just played off of.
Yeah, but he's
So
got
you
two
go
shots
there.
still, Scotty. Still got 2 shots now. That's the difference.
Where's he going next?
Well,
I think if Rico had a bit of a follow, I reckon you'd get that. I reckon.
When?
If not, Coops would do it for everybody,
okay.
wouldn't he? He would, of course he would.
Yeah, would you?
You don't sponsor this guy for no reason and not get behind him. So
No, of course. No. Well, what I'm saying is, like, there'd be his team, there'd be a few teammates. But what I'm saying is, the whole thing as a region and a thing like nobody. That's what I'm trying to say. We're here now. He's here. He's got the whole place here. He's got nearly the whole of Daventry in here watching him, supporting him. Do you know what I mean? It's just. But that's all to how James has got it all gone, all set up.
Right, just having a look at some of the comments as we've had a little bit of a discussion.
Okay,
They're probably saying shut the hell up.
maybe. Oh, 59 people watching. Keep going, guys.
I've had people in the room saying that. Lee Dickens is still very happy that I can't get that video to play. I will share it though. Matt McKee says Corby was the best team.
It was cool. When I first started,
Yeah.
they did have some good players.
Paul James, both great players, all on the day when players like Callum and Wayne meet.
Yeah, definitely. And
Matt-
totally agree, Paul.
Matt McKee, Kev McCallum, Gary Brown, God rest his soul, Tony Stewart, James Feely, Phil Hargin, quality players.
100%. Yeah, I remember
Absolutely.
playing against them all.
Roy Trasler, he's something else. Come on, Callum. Evening, Roy.
He's on holiday, isn't he? Or was he back?
I don't know, mate. Darren Palmer's asking, is this a tournament? Just tuned in. Yeah, this is the final of the Players' Championship, an in-house tournament.
He's still got 2 shots here, so when, you know, that fluke that's gone against him, it's now probably gone in favour for him, really.
Made it a little bit
Oh.
awkward.
Not now.
Dean Rogers says, no, it's an easy one. It's not all about the pooling, Dav. It's about the beer, the social side, and the pool.
I'm sorry, Dean Rogers, but you're definitely showing age there because you go back 10, 15 years. Jesus Christ, it was hard to beat you. You was all about the pool or playing snooker. You know, I think because you've come away from a little, I think that's a different side of looking at it. Whereas before, you might have drank the beer, but you always wanted to win. Not saying you don't now, but even more so when you was younger.
Is he on this?
Sure he is.
No, he's trying to play it off the red. Trying to play it off the second red. The first red, sorry.
Has he still got 2?
No,
No.
Oh,
this will be a
okay.
massive shot.
Oh, okay.
he's going to try and take this off the red. This is a big shopping. This is probably the shot of the match at the minute now. This is
Could be a match winner.
could be, but if not, I fancy Callum to get him.
Absolutely.
I think Mason might get him.
I wouldn't be in this position.
I'd
I
probably
would
go.
have messed it up a long time ago.
30 seconds. He's going for it. Just needs the slightest tickle on that red.
Yeah,
Oh no, he's gone for the cup.
unbelievable.
He's not. He's a fluke.
That's
It's a
unbelievable.
massive fluke. Massive.
Can you believe that?
He's fair play to Rico. Held his hand up straight away.
Oh, so he should.
Massive.
Fair play though.
That could be curtains.
What was he saying there?
Callum's asking if there's any chance of a bit of run.
Yeah, he's been, like I said earlier, I don't think the front run has been massive, but that is massive there. If he follows it up with a dish, it is a massive fluke.
Red down.
All them reds are there, aren't they? And the yellows.
I think that's yellows, isn't it?
So Richard Sherwood laughing at the comments. Not sure who you are. Sorry. Daventry is a dive, he says.
Okay.
So I'm not sure I quite agree with that. I quite like Dav, to be fair.
Depends which end of Dav you're at.
All right. Everywhere's got bad areas, hasn't it? From what I've seen, I like Dav. Dean Rogers said maybe, but it a dice with a full club.
Don't know.
Not sure what that means, Dean. Colin Cooper says I can't go to Daventry because I haven't had my jabs. He meant Dean Rogers meant dive. Mike Chappell in the chat. Richard Sherwood says Daventry has a population of 15 and they're all in the club. What do you mean, they're all pregnant? What's that, Scouse joke? It's me grand's birthday. She's 30.
Well, this is it. This is 11-8, isn't it?
Okay. Dean says, Rob, do you want to cash out?
You not even had a bet, have you?
Paul James, unbelievable, Jeff. Joel Sykes says, if you played that, that's incredible. Oh, I can tell you
I
right
can
now,
assure
mate,
you, he didn't play that.
He didn't.
Well, to be fair, he wanted to take the black off that red.
Yeah, but the other side.
Yeah.
There we go. That's 1 prime away. It's a big mountain for Callum now.
Yeah, he needs. Well, as I say, he needs a bit of run, but
4-0. He needs to win. He needs 4 and a bounce to win this. And he does not look impressed with that.
well, that black's the game changer, isn't it?
Yeah,
You
massive.
know, that's the way to do it. If you're gonna get a fluke, follow it up with a dish.
Is that dry?
It is dry.
That's night. That could be night.
I think he'll get another chance. It depends if he can. It's got to be yellows, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Just drop this one in at the top. Play with the gap between the red and the black. And then it's a case of getting on that one on the left-hand side. Okay, he's going. Well, he might be all right.
Yeah, I think he could have played that a little bit harder, couldn't he? Would it have missed it?
I think he
do you
was trying to hold it. Now, how's that looking? Well, if he's going to clear these up, he's going to have to fight for it. I think he's overrun the ball once or twice, you know. But to be fair, he's on the hill, so you know, maybe a bit of nerves, a bit of tension in the arm, because he doesn't want to waste his opportunity. You know, it might be his best chance, might be his only chance. The way the game's gone, I probably doubt that at the minute, because Callum just can't seem to get going.
Oh, I don't think he's going. I just think a little bit of run there's done him, innit?
Yeah.
Dry breaks, and that's perfect.
Just a little stun run through, yeah. Just to hold the white. I think he's gone just that slight too far with his face expression.
Yeah.
So another cutting comment from Mr. Cooper. If Scott had half a brain, he'd be tapping Rico up to play county team tonight. Then we can get Mason in the B.
Oh,
That's good. That's harsh, that is. Harsh. What a nasty man.
He's still crying because he was the second best player last year.
oh.
He lost to a nobody in the rankings.
It's gone.
I think we've got a money match coming up. How much start do you want, Mason? Or should I say how much start are you giving him? Where's this going? The top right?
Top right.
Yeah.
Rico's right. It's there.
Yeah. Fair play to him.
That's it, guys.
Fair play to him, though.
Crowd have
You know,
gone absolutely bonkers.
Listen to this now. You can hear him.
Listen to this.
No, they play. You know, they both play well.
Rob's got a bit of money to pay out tonight.
Money's in the bank already. He's got it. Well, the barman's got it.
That was a good clearance. He was fighting that. There was 2 or 3 balls there that he was fighting, and fair play to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not Now we'll have the presentation. That's Rico's 12th major in this club. I mean, technically it's his 11th at the minute, but he'll be crowned his 12th in a few weeks' time because he won the Division 1 for the 6th year running. He's miles in front of everybody in this club at the minute. He's our number 1 in the club. So yeah, he's defended his title very well this year. I think he's only had one scare in the event where he could have possibly gone out, but once that had gone, that was it. He's destroyed everybody, and fair play to him, you know. He's on a good bit of form at the minute, and I think he'll be happy with that because away from Slims, he's lost back-to-back finals, which is probably eating him up a little, maybe. So he'll feel good for that, and he's buzzing because he's done that in front of his family as well.
Yeah, fair play to him.
So unlucky for Callum. You know, as he was just talking to us there. As he said, I think Rico only had 1 or 2 dry breaks. The rest, you know, were massive. And Callum, I think, had about 4 and 3 of times the white went down.
It wasn't just that. It's just when he did find the ball off the break in Rico, they were all there. He split him up. And they were lovely for him. When Callum did find the ball off the break, there was always 2 or 3 balls that was all over the place, and that's Paul. You could play the final again tomorrow, and it could go the other way. You know, and this is why we say the break is the best bit. You know, and the most important bit. You know, let them enjoy it. They deserve it. You know, Callum will have his time. It's as simple as that.
You had 5-2, and you had a massive dry break. That's what it was.
Little Jaden, fucking bless him.
Yeah.
He likes watching. He likes to have a little dabble. He's just come over to Callum and shook his hand and said, "Unlucky," and give him a Twix.
Wonder if he'll come and say unlucky to me and give me 300.
Presentation, guys.
Yeah, it's a good final. Good final. Yep. Well done, Scotty boy.
Cheers, Scott.
Good
Thanks
stream.
for having us. For obviously you guys that can't hear, so every round's been a race to 12, and the payments are going down to the last 16. Not every player's here tonight. They've got to the last 16.
Nice, they all deserve it. You know, they all took part. You know, so what he did was, you know, you paid a $5 a round every time you went through. You paid the $5. So you know, if you did get, you know, if you did get knocked out, it was only costing you a $5 to go in it. And the further you went, the more money you got. And like you say, it was 32 players in it. You won 2 rounds. You got a tenner back anyway. So fair play to him.
Now here's one guy you fell in love with, haven't you? You love him.
I'll tell you what, this guy is absolutely a legend. I've beat him in the last 16. He's an absolute quality, and I'm trying to get him on the England scene. And it would be such an honour to see him if he does get in there. I would love to see him get that England shirt on.
He said that he's waiting for the dates to come out, so we'll have a go. He has said to me.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
you got to go collect your money. Well done, Rob. That can pay for the bet that he's got to give back to the lads.
Cam.
quarterfinals being played now. Cameron. Cameron's had a good 6 months.
Them trousers are falling down off him with all that cash in there.
Not going to be in there long, is it?
Well, not if it's asked with Dean Rodgers. I don't know, I mean, like this, just little things like this, mate. It gets you out, you know, it's just brilliant.
Yeah. Semi-finals. See now, Aaron, he's a previous Irish snooker player,
Oh,
and
okay.
he come over, and nobody knew him except for one guy who's been sat with all night,
Yeah.
Mr. Rob Cooper. And
Yeah.
I tell you what a player!
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good player, is he?
Oh yeah, very good.
I think that was the game that Scott was trying to get me a game on the money match day, but
Yes,
I don't think nothing come of it, to be in the end.
I'm not being funny, but I actually think Coops talked him out of it.
Coops?
Rob Cooper, I think, talked him out of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cheers, Rob.
Yeah, well done, Charlie. Proud of you. Well done, boy. He's absolutely buzzing. That's his first semi-final.
What's his, is that Charlie?
Olive, yeah.
No, Charlie Oliver. Fair play to him. How old is he?
He's 15.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
Well done, Callum. Unlucky. The odd ball not going your way, but, you know, as Rob said, another day.
Yeah, exactly. He'll come back. He'll come stronger. He'll want to win it even more now. So, you know, that's the kind of guy he is. You know, and he deserves a win. To win, he's got. He played well. So, like I say, fair play to him.
Well done, Rico. See, there you go. Two finalists talking to each other, both saying how poor the game was.
Right then, lads.
Yeah.
I think that draws an end to the night.
Yes.
Yes.
Good night for me, and it's a good night for you.
Yeah, thanks very much for
Cheers, thank you,
Stepping in,
Scott.
lads.
Thank you for that.
no problem at all. Much
Cheers.
appreciated.
See you soon. Cheers. Thank
Cheers.
you. Good night.
So
See you Sunday.
So thanks to everybody that came in to tuned in to watch. Hope you enjoy the show. Apologies for the problem with the sound earlier. But please like and share this post, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Big Dog Streaming, on YouTube and on Facebook. Hope to see you again soon at another event. Good night, everybody.